people. I hope everyone's doing well. So if you are new here, welcome, and if you are not, welcome back. I am so glad to be here with you today. Today I'm going to film everyday glam routine, and what I learned about my makeup is that I need a good foundation. Foundation comes with start with toner, serum, a cream, all of that, and that's how I start with my routine before I put any makeup. When I want to look glamorous, I'm going to show you what I do every day, and it will be like my routine every day. I always do my skincare. I love skincare. I love Korean product, and the product that I use today is not the one that I use every day, but I always change. So I like to try new product and to see what works with my skin and what doesn't. Yeah, so let me show you what I do, and I hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe and follow me, guys. Let's get into it.
For first step is always toner. I never skip this step because toner helps prepare my skin for the rest of my skincare routine. It gives my skin a boost of hydration and helps the product I apply afterwards to absorb better. Today I'm using the annual rice toner, and I really love how lightweight and refreshing it feels on my skin. And the next step is gonna be serum. Serum are one of my favorite skincare steps because they deliver extra hydration and target different skin concerns depending on the ingredient, of course. Today I'm using the Jumiso serum. I love how it leaves my skin looking healthy, smooth, and ready for makeup. And then I will finish with a moisturizer. And for me, cream is one of the most important steps before makeup because it helps lock in all the hydration from the previous skincare steps, and it will give you that glow that you want before the makeup. So today I'm using my Seoul 1988 moisturizer, and it is honestly one of my favorite cream. I love how lightweight it feels while still giving my skin deep hydration. It leaves my skin looking healthy, plump, and naturally glowy, which is exactly what I want before I apply makeup. And finally, it's time for sunscreen. No matter what, I never skip this step. Sunscreen is one of the most important parts of any skincare routine because it helps protect your skin from UV damage even when you are wearing makeup. And today I'm using the Annual Zero sunscreen, and I absolutely love it under my makeup. It feels lightweight, doesn't leave a white cast, and it doesn't peel or become punchy when I apply my foundation or a powder on top. And next it is my eyebrows. I'm using here the e.l.f. brow lift because I like my brows to stay in place all day. And then I usually apply one layer at a time, and here I start with my first layer and let it set for a few minutes before I apply another layer, and that gives me a much stronger hold. So while I'm waiting, I like to apply my primer. Today I'm using the Milk Hydro Grip primer, and it is honestly one of my favorite primers. It helps my makeup stay in place throughout the day. It gives my skin a smooth base and helps everything blend beautifully. Then I go back to my brows and apply the second layer of the e.l.f. brows lift. By this point, both my primer and my brows are perfectly set. And after that it is concealer. So one makeup tip I've learned is not to blend concealer immediately. I like to leave it for a few minutes or two so it becomes a little more tacky before blending. Next, I go in with my contour. To be honest, I don't wear foundation very often because I prefer a more natural everyday makeup look. So instead, I like using contour to add warmth and definition to my face. I love how contour gives my face a more lifted and sculpted look without feeling heavy. But also it adds dimension, so even without foundation, my makeup will still look polished and put together. For me, contour is the perfect way to achieve that soft glam look while keeping my makeup light and natural. Then I go back to my eyebrows and brush it by using my brow brush, and this helps shape every hair exactly the way I want it and gives my brows a clean, polished look. By this point, the brow gel has fully set and my brows will stay in place all day without moving. I love this technique because it gives me that fluffy, lifted brow look while still looking natural. And now guys, it is time to blend the concealer. One makeup trick that has made a huge difference for me is letting the concealer sit for a while before blending in. I find that it gives me much better coverage and blends so much more smoothly. It also helps prevent the concealer from looking dry or cakey under my eyes, but instead it gives me that soft, natural finish look every time. Once I set everything with powder, it stays in place beautifully throughout the day, and I love how fresh and smooth my makeup looks in the end. As you can see, I like to go back and blend every area where I apply my concealer. I like to take my time with this step and keep blending until I'm happy with how everything looks. I don't like rushing because I feel like taking a little extra time always gives me that natural finish look. For me, blending is one of the most important parts of makeup. The more seamless it looks, the more polished and soft the final result will be. Next one is one of my favorite steps for makeup, blush. I love blush because it brings color back into the face and makes my makeup look fresh and healthy. Not every blush works for my skin tone, but this one has become one of my favorites because it gives me the perfect soft and natural glow. And if you have any blush recommendation, please let me know in the comments. I would love to try some new ones and see how they work on my skin. I am always excited to discover new beauty products. And now it is time for setting powder. I never skip this step because it helps set my makeup in place and it gives everything a smooth, soft finish. And today I'm using setting powder by Terry, and I absolutely love how instantly blurs my skin. As soon as I apply it, you can really see the difference. It smooths everything out, reduce shine, and as you can see, it blends all the makeup together beautifully. And once I have let the powder sit for a few minutes, I go in with a fluffy brush and gently dust away any excess product. This helps remove any extra powder while leaving my makeup looking soft, natural and flawless instead of dry and powdery. And that's exactly the look I want today. Fresh, smooth and long-lasting makeup that still looks like my skin. To finish off the look, I'm using my favorite lip liner. As you can probably tell, it's almost finished because I use it almost every single day. I've actually tried to find the exact same one, but I haven't been able to. And the ones I've bought since just aren't the same. So I'm definitely trying to use every last bit of this one. To complete the look, I'm adding my Revolution lip gloss. I love how this one gives my lips a soft glossy finish without feeling too heavy. And finally, I'm setting everything in place with the Adon, I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong, setting spray. I really like this setting spray because it helps melt all the makeup together and give it a beautiful natural finish. And it also helps my makeup last longer throughout the day, which is always a bonus. And that's my everyday soft glam makeup routine, guys. I really love how it turns out. It's fresh, feminine and perfect for everyday wear. I hope you enjoy watching this video, and if you have any makeup recommendation, let me know in the comment and I would love to try them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.